It's a fact. Just answer. It's a fact. Men get paid more.
No. Men get paid more because they deserve more.
Too.
No.
By what?
When you actually, because here's the thing.
It's just okay.
Okay, if we're gonna have this argument on the wage gap, can you tell me what the wage gap is?
There's no specific wage gap because I don't know what
general,
we're talking about.
Yeah,
it's just in general that
I
watched a TED talk about it.
Great.
There's multiple things I watched about it.
Okay. So
don't do me. Don't do me.
Yeah, I'm asking you, what is the wage gap then?
Don't do me though.
Don't do you what?
I'm telling you, but you're kind of making me feel stupid.
He's telling you.
Okay.
Your facts are TED Talk. He is going to do
Chris, you're
just
living in the back.
I said I've watched that and multiple other things, and I've read articles.
Okay.
Articles.
So tell us what the wage gap is since you've seen these different media sources.
I'm pretty sure it's 70 cents on the dollar.
Okay. Where does that come from?
You can Google it.
No.
Wrong,
but I'm asking you, where does that come from?
Based
Do you know
on
where it comes from?
an ancient patriarchal system.
My friend, I have a question for you.
No, actually, where it comes from is it comes from all working men versus all working women on the 40-hour work week. It doesn't account for degrees held, hours worked, experience,
overtime,
any of that stuff. It just takes all working women versus all working men. But if you don't account for these things I just mentioned, obviously we can't compare it because it's apples to oranges. The reason why women earn less a lot of the times is because women get degrees in things that don't matter or pay less in general. They work less hours. They take more vacation time. They're more likely to work in industries that don't pay as much. Women don't want to do heavy labor, manual labor jobs that pay more a lot of the times. They want air-conditioned office space type work. In general, this is why women earn less than men. They don't go into industries that pay more.
So
that's
I'm
why.
Saying the ones that get in the same industry.
So women, it's not that women get paid less. It's that women choose to go into careers that pay them less.
And also, they don't ask for more when they're on the job.
And what if they do? Taraji P. Henson just did an interview. She literally just did one.
Hold on. She stayed in the industry knowing full well she wasn't getting paid the same. Whole was that?
Now she's starting to complain. That's what I'm saying. It's our fault.
Again.
Period. But we're still getting paid less.
They don't fight for higher pay. That's the problem.
Right. And then we do. Guess what happens?
No. Men say, you know what? I want more money. I'm going to ask for it. It's simple.
Men are less agreeable. That's another factor, too, that determines how much you earn. Women are less likely to fight for higher wages. That's another component. But the point I'm trying to make is...
Perfect. I agree with that. There you go.
That's true.
But
I agree
also,
with that.
I think
we
unconsciously choose like a less paid job because like when we're kids, like men get to play like construction games and stuff. Women have to play like
nursing jobs.
Yeah. So
hold on. We got an engineer in the house. She chose that. So that's a shitty excuse. It's just that women choose to go into certain professions because they don't want to work certain jobs. Women don't want to do science, technology, engineering, and math. They want to do more social work. They want to be involved with people. They don't want to deal with things, which is fine. But what I'm saying is that if you don't get paid less because you're a woman, you get paid less because of your personal choices. Women make personal choices a lot of times that hurt their bottom line when it comes to earning more money. It's not that women get paid less based on their gender. They get paid less based on their choices.
And math is hard, by the way.
Can we talk about the vacational?
Real quick.
Is that including pregnancy and maternity leave?
That's good.
As well?
Yeah.
That's a choice, though.
Maybe because she has more
That's
movies.
a choice. Maternity leave is a choice. 9 months.
Who chooses who has kids on Earth?
Huh?
Who chooses if a child is born? Men or women?
Women.
Oh.
Ultimately.
Men don't want to put condom,
if
first
we
of all.
didn't choose to have children, how would we all exist?
That's not the point. You're making the argument that women get paid less because of having kids and they're penalized. But what I'm saying is that women have the ultimate choice if they want to have children or not. Men have no paternity rights. Women have all the paternity rights. So it comes back to choice.
So guys,
Men don't
everybody
have
use a
any
plan B.
paternity right.
If you got pregnant right now by a
Everybody
man,
use a
who
plan
chooses
B.
the abortion? You or him?
Listen.
Answer the question. You or him? Because if you're going to make a nonsense argument like that, but niggas don't have condoms. Okay, guy gets you pregnant.
They don't want to put a condom and they come on your pussy.
It's your pussy.
But
what the fuck?
They do put on purpose.
Who chooses the abortion, though? Who chooses the abortion? You or him?
My nigga, like sometimes...
Answer the fucking question. Who chooses the abortion? You or him? I'm not your nigga. Answer the fucking question.
Listen. Sometimes, guys, they can get into your head to say, I'm going to take care of the kid. I'm going to raise the kid.
Who makes the final decision?
And it's not true. And
Who
then
makes
the
the
girl
final decision?
is stuck with the baby.
Who makes the final decision? You or him?
I think it's both.
No, because
do.
he can say, I'll take care of the baby and give you the biggest sob story. At the end of the day, you choose if you're going to have the child or not.
It's your body.
It's your body, your choice.
I have a question for you.
Your body, your choice.
Does he own you?
So you cannot make that argument.
I have a question for you, my friend.
Again, see, here's the thing. You guys want to take female accountability out of everything. I'm telling you it's a choice. You guys are saying, but it's because I'm a woman. No, being a female gives you even more ability to choose. if you choose to make certain decisions, guess what? You might get paid less because of it.
Didn't
Sir,
put the
we create
abortion
life.
illegal in the state in America,
reasons
bro?
why
They just
we're
put
It's
all
still
here.
legal in
illegal.
almost half the country.
I
It's
don't
still legal.
understand that.
Bro, they just put
And
some.
I think it's legal in Canada because you guys are super liberal over there.
Yeah, it is
Especially
legal.
Montreal.
It is super
So
legal
what are you complaining
in Canada.
about?
I'm not. I wasn't even complaining about abortion, bro.
You just made a whole argument for it.
Listen, I tell you a story.
No, just stop. No more stories.
I tell you
Hold
something.
on. Hold on.
I tell you another story.
Stop. Real
I
quick.
don't tell you a story. I ask you a question.
Real quick.
I just want to ask
Wait,
you a
no,
question.
hold
We'll
on.
have you ask your question after
You
this
mentioned
part.
two actors, right?
I seen
And
that.
the comparison.
Yeah.
Chris, bring it up real quick.
Yep.
Look at the difference. She makes way more money than James Franco does.
That was just an example.
So you're wrong.
That was wrong.
So you're
And
wrong.
secondly, hold on.
Like, I
Huge
look
wrong
up
point
their
to make,
net
right?
worth. Like, I look up
You're
their net
done.
worth.
You're done. You're done.
You're
Go
done,
ahead.
bro.
I was
You're
gonna
done.
say that I don't
You're
think
done, bro.
men.
Yo, shut
Guys.
the court.
I was
She's
gonna say
talking.
that I don't think men have an easier life than women, and I don't think women have an easier life than men. I think it depends on what you're talking about.
Mm.
For example, men don't have periods. They don't
Yeah.
have menopause. They don't have
Hormones.
the same type of bodily pains that women go through.
Please preach.
I mean, we go through
No, sorry.
pains.
Go ahead.
But I think there's like pros and cons to like
Yeah, for
both
sure.
being a
Both
woman,
sides.
There's
a man
issues
and a
for both.
woman. So I don't think it's fair to say that men have it like
It's
men
also
have it
apples to
harder.
oranges.
Question for you. She does work and you're studying, right? You made a choice to study for engineering degree, right? She made a choice to whore on the street. Was that-
Listen,
well, hold on.
I was never good
Was
at
that not a
school.
choice?
I never had a chance.
No, hold on. Was that not a choice that you made? That she made?
They kicked me out of school.
I
I didn't
think,
take
like,
a chance.
I also think
Bro.
when you're growing up, your environment influences where you go in life and what you do.
It can if you allow it to.
In certain
Yeah, it does
circumstances.
if you allow it to.
So whose fault
And
is that ultimately?
I also think that due to the internet
Mhm.
and everything that we have accessible to us,
Mhm.
everyone almost has like the same amount of like everyone can access knowledge.
Yes. So what is it ultimately? A choice, right?
Yes.
It's not a
Thank
choice
you.
if they kick you out of school. They kicked me out of like 3 schools.
Whose fault is that? That's your fault,
Yeah.
nigga.
If you got
God
kicked
damn.
out, hold on. If you got kicked out of 4 schools, whose fault is that? The schools or
3
yours?
schools. 3 or 4
the
schools.
fuck?
Whose fault is it if
I
you got kicked
fucking
out of 4
tried to
schools?
learn, bro. I'm not good. At least I tried, bro. I keep going back. I'm
You're
still
a
studying
victim.
right now.
If you got
mindset.
kicked out of 4 schools,
I'm not saying I'm a victim.
There's
I'm
something
just saying
wrong
I'm
with
not.
you.
I'm just not meant for school. Listen, I
if
have a
you got
question
kicked out
for
of
you,
4
bro.
schools, if you got kicked out of 4 schools, it's not the schools, it's you. Like you're the problem. You're the
Bro,
common
I-
denominator here. You're
I
the
try
problem.
to go to school, bro. They keep kick me out.
They don't kick you out of school for just being sucking at school. Like they'll gladly take your money, etc. You were probably a disruptive. You probably had behavioral issues. You might have started fights.
I
They
never
don't kick you out of
fight.
school for no reason. They just don't.
Could I ask you a question?
Yeah, well, in a second here. But
Okay.
to answer your thing, again, the reason why I say women have an easier life than men do is because women have the privilege of they can go into sex work, they could be a stripper, they can do whatever they want to do, they can go into school and be educated. Men, we don't have that choice. We must become successful or else society doesn't give a fuck about us. Women have the privilege of they could stay at home, they could find a man and rescue them. We don't get that.
Yeah, we
So
do.
what anyway, what I'm saying is that if you're a man, you're only respected and loved as long as you provide something. If you're a woman, you can find someone to love you even if you don't provide anything. That's the difference.
I have a question.
That's why
Hold on.
men
Choose first.
have a harder life than women do in
think I need a
2024. Way more. And then the wage gap has been debunked a million times. Women get paid less because they deserve less, and I gave you the numbers before. Working less hours, working less stressful jobs, working jobs that pay less in general, not being as agreeable, being too agreeable with wages, not getting into certain industries. Women get paid less simply because they make bad choices when it comes to career decisions and what they want to major in. And on top of that, women dominate college attendance. So explain to me how more women are in college than ever before. And college is a big predictor on how much money you earn, yet they still earn less than men or this wage gap thing. It doesn't exist. And then when you actually equate same women, same men, same degrees held, same education, same company, women actually earn more. They
They
did
do.
this at Google.
Yes, you do.
So if you actually compare apples and apples, women make more money than men do when you actually account for experience, education, everything else. The wage gap myth is a lie.
So
Go ahead.
And
so I work
bucket
in an
source.
office.
And then you were just flat out wrong with the acting thing.
Yeah, terribly
yeah,
wrong.
you're
Like just
wrong.
Way
flat out off. Like
Way off.
Okay, how about you just look up someone else? George Clooney
No,
and
no,
Jennifer
no, no.
Lawrence.
You brought it up.
Bam.
No, you
She
brought it
talked
up.
about
Clooney and
one
who?
movie,
George-
she
hold on, George
got
Clooney
one
and
movie
who?
contract, not the
Oh,
whole
hold on.
career.
George Clooney and who?
Let's do two more.
Just said that.
George Clooney and who?
Who else?
I just said Jennifer Lawrence and George Clooney. Obviously, James Franco and Lane.
Okay, how many films has George Clooney
Why'd
been
you
in?
put him up then?
Because it's an example. I didn't think y'all were gonna be specific.
Oh yeah,
It's an
well, don't say
example.
shit that you don't know.
If you're talking about a topic, you should be specific.
Come on, man.
You just making arguments you don't even know.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
You it's not.
I'm done.
Yeah, you're done.
Y'all can look up another person.
You're just wrong, bro.
I
Just
think
accept.
she was
Just take
talking
the L.
about a movie
hold
contract,
on,
not
man.
the whole
Just hold
career.
the L, bro. Like, because the thing is, like, this isn't like
talk about different
like a thing where we're gonna
careers
let
as
you sit here and say some shit that's not right, and then like, oh, I'm gonna stand on that. No,
I
you're
just
fucking
said it
wrong.
was wrong.
Clear.
I just said it was wrong.
Stand on business and speak to the mic, actress.
No, now it's wrong, so now you
Yeah,
you
yeah,
admit
yeah,
it.
yeah, you're
I
wrong
didn't
now.
say it was
You're
wrong.
right,
I just
trigger.
said it was a comparison.
Okay.
You were loud and proud earlier.
but-
Yeah.
Yeah, you're proud.
So-
When will I be
Hold on,
allowed
shit.
my
Shit question.
question?
Y'all are so funny.
Yeah, you.
No, it's
Okay.
just like you try to make a claim and it wasn't
It was
true.
an example. It was never that serious.
It's a bad example.
Shit question real quick.
Never that serious.
Yeah.
Yes, bad example.
So all of you that's in here doing production and podcasting, you guys all graduated college as well. Yes. Because you asked us all the same questions. So you all graduated college. Yes?
Not all of us.
All
No.
of us.
Not all of you.
No.
All right. Awesome. So my question to you is, if we decided to go on a riot, women, all of us, women, and just
Sure.
decided to take Plan Bs, because you said it's our option.
Yeah, it
you
is.
said it,
Yeah. it
right?
is.
If we decided to take Plan Bs and just abort every child in 2024 and years coming on,
Yep.
certain men that are, important, bring importance to this world. Presidents, leaders, world leaders, speech talkers, men. If we decided to just cancel out and just decided end every race, every gender, no females, no males, no more. We decided cancel it out. You don't think that maternity leave is important? You don't think that taking a break for 9 months to raise a child or getting close to the labor day of delivering a child, you don't think that that's important at all? So when you're talking about vacational leave for females, you don't think that none of that is important? Your feet is hurting. You could be working all the way up to 9 months. My mom, for example, when she had my sister, she worked all 9 months until her feet got swollen and decided to put in maternity leave a couple of days before she delivered her child. She didn't ask for it a month before. She asked a couple of days. She worked because she knew she had to provide for the child.
Shelter her, by the way.
Exactly. The father was away. She handled her business. So you're saying that vacational leave, maternity leave, even if they ask for it, the 9th month of delivering the child is not important.
Jesus.
Number one, when I said women take more vacation time, it wasn't. I don't know what the fuck you guys clapping for because that shouldn't make any points.
Because it
Yo.
makes
She didn't
sense.
make any points at all.
Big point.
She make a
So-
big
It's a
point.
big
No,
point.
look,
If your feet
look.
are getting swollen
Look,
and you
look,
cannot walk,
Look,
and
when
your
I-
body
number
is
one.
giving out.
Thank
Number
you.
one.
Really intelligent, bro.
Number one.
All right.
Number one, when I said women take more vacation time, I meant as in like paid days off. I wasn't talking about maternity, number one. I was talking about just taking vacation in general and taking more days off. That's number one. Okay?
Stuff.
And then as far as like maternity leave, etc., a lot of places have it where women still get paid during maternity leave and they even match it and they let the guys get some maternity leave paid as well. They do that. What I'm saying is this. If you choose to have a child and take time off of work, the company, right, their business, their job is to generate as much money as possible, not necessarily cater to you having a child because that's a personal choice that you make. They don't have to sit there and like their bottom line is more important than you having kids.
It's numbers.
Sorry. Okay?
It's numbers.
And here's the thing, a lot of companies will pay people when they're on maternity and paternity leave. They'll still pay them. So you can't sit there and argue morality when we're talking about capitalism and making money. Like you're trying to make the argument of like, oh, well, we got to have kids, blah, blah, blah. That's cool, but that's a personal choice that you make that you have to make a decision on. And the thing I'm trying to say is that women are the ones that ultimately decide if they want to have kids.
So we shouldn't have kids no more?
Nobody said that. Nobody
Let
said
him-
that.
let him-
Nobody said that.
Let him
What-
finish, because
Well-
I'm going to have a rebuttal.
But
Go ahead.
what I'm saying is that if you choose to have children,
Go, Queen.
that's your decision and you have to deal with the consequences of said decision. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
And then women take more time off on vacation time is what I was talking about when I said that they take more time off. So, again, Women earn less because they deserve less most of the time. But if you actually account for men and women working the same job, same education, same experience, everything that actually matters, women actually make more than men.
Okay. So then you're talking about a business, right? So we're talking about money and what you want for your business. So you say, okay, we'll take out the gender of female being the ownership of a business. You say you're a man that owns a business, is the company and their money. Or okay, no gender specification.
Okay.
So you own a business, right? And you realize, okay, it's not the business's fault if you want to take vacational leave to handle your children and your affairs, and you're a business. You can choose who you want to hire. So you could choose ultimately if you don't want to hire any women, right?
Not really.
Okay, you can't because of society.
There's labor
so
laws
you
in
gotta
place.
understand
There's
what's
labor
going
laws
on
in place that they can't do that.
Affirmative action.
Okay, so
Everything.
why is there no understanding? If there's labor laws, those labor laws were put in place because of the understanding that women have certain needs that need to be handled. They have kids. You say, oh, women need to be at home and take care of their kids. They're taking time to.
I never said that.
Okay,
during the course of this discussion.
So what do you think?
Can I kind of argue?
You just like.
And then can I jump
I'm
in on
asking
this
what you
make
think.
no points.
I did.
No, you didn't.
You don't want to take that into
because you're not making sense. This doesn't have to do with the argument at stake. I'm
does.
simply saying that women earn less because they deserve less because they don't work.
This is your
They
podcast.
don't work the same as men.
That's what we deserve.
They don't work the same as men. You're making the argument that
We have
there's a
multiple
wage gap.
jobs.
Hold on.
What?
We have multiple jobs.
Wait, can I
That
say
doesn't
something?
do anything.
Girls, they
Look,
deserve the
again,
men's
there's
money.
labor laws in place that make it where you can't discriminate against women. What I'm saying is that it's actually in your favor more if you want to apply for a certain job. You said you're in IT, right? IT is male dominated. I guarantee if you applied for a job,
Not currently.
it's male dominated.
It is still.
Not
It's still-
currently.
it's still
I'm a dancer.
male-dominated.
I told you.
Oh no, but you studied IT.
Not
I'm
currently.
talking about IT.
I have my certs.
Okay.
Right.
But what I'm trying to say, though, is that let's say you decide to stop dancing and you want to get into IT. There's a high likelihood that you will beat out a more qualified applicant just by you being a female.
Yep.
Because of affirmative action and these labor laws where they want to go ahead and bring people in from different skin colors and different genders, etc. You're a black woman. You will get the job over a white guy any fucking day.
ASAP.
Even if you're less qualified. And this is in all different types of job industries. In engineering and law enforcement, they have female-only job application launchings where they go, we're only looking for women on this application process. Could you imagine if they did that only men? Women can't apply? They would never do that. But we have a bunch of different hire practices that allow for hiring women only. Totally okay. If you decided to go into IT right now, you would probably get over a more qualified applicant that's a guy.
No, he is accurate. There is a program for Amazon that allows mainly women techs to enter.
Yeah.
I do understand what he's saying, but ultimately, I'm not talking about the.
So why do women earn less when they have all the opportunities? Why do they still earn less?
Because maybe they want more women in certain workforces.
No,
is
you're-
what I'm saying. If there's less certain amount of
Construction.
gender, they're putting out incentives to have them come
How
in.
about we just have some accountability and we just say women don't want to work hard jobs?
Can I
Simple,
say
done.
something?
How about that?
It's just physically
How about
harder
women
for
don't want to do
us.
labor? Women don't want to do construction.
It's not that we
They
don't
don't want to do
want
any
to,
type
it's
of
hard.
infrastructure jobs. They don't want to do
IT
jobs that
is-
are manually
I know
intensive.
construction woman.
Huh?
I don't want to die.
How many you know?
Like 18.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Hella
18.
bitches that work in
Great.
construction in Wisconsin. It's a
Okay,
great job.
that's fantastic.
So
And then-
I'm like,
and
the
then- let me ask you
1%
this.
can be
Okay,
mattered.
since
The
you like
1%
making
matters.
arguments, what?
The one you say all women. There's a 1%.
I never said all.
You say
I said
women.
a majority.
You said
I said a
women.
majority. You argue in bad faith all the time. I guarantee those 18 women you know, how many guys are on the construction site versus men?
A lot.
Or sorry,
Okay,
versus
but
women.
there's some women that want to do good.
That's cool.
fucking
Majority
jobs.
don't wanna
Right.
do it.
But all I hear from you saying is not all women want to work. Women,
majority of women don't
okay,
wanna
well,
do
now
these jobs.
Okay, that's better instead of
They
women.
want to have
women,
long nails
women.
like you and do their hair and
I've
shit like
been-
that, and
I've
that's
been-
fine.
Bro.
But what I'm
I've been
saying
trying to
is,
ask a
I
question.
bet
But
you
what
just
I'm
feel
saying-
good on your back. What's
Huh?
talking about?
What?
Good on your back, all that. Massage your scalp.
that's not the point I'm trying to
Yeah.
make. I'm saying women want to. They don't want to do hard jobs. That's the truth.
Hold on.
It's not that we don't want to do hard
Wait,
jobs.
stop,
It's just
stop,
like
stop, stop. She's been
hard
waiting.
for
Go
us.
ahead.
Yeah, I just think that we're going very deep into arguments and topics that are very much, about the worldly ways. And I was thinking that if we could first go back to the question about the reality of the girlfriend and the smash and dash. For me, the reality was that two guys who
That's not what we're talking about right
I
now.
know, but two guys who had the same girl would clearly not want that girl to be qualified in that girlfriend position, which was one point. But also, I feel like it has a lot to come down to just plain up perception consciousness, how aware you are and how you're not. So I feel like a lot of this conversation has to do with just things that are not on a different plane of consciousness where you're actually understanding a perspective from a woman's point of view. And I feel like if we kind of gear where we're going towards a platform where we can actually express those things, that would be
understand.
really,
Can I say something?
Very well,
really
actually.
beneficial.
You're right.
Go ahead.
Oh, I didn't have
No?
anything. Sorry.
All right.
Okay, not to be like, I don't know. I understand what you're saying, Myron. Everything you're saying is completely factual. I have seen the studies that say that women do make less because they choose the positions that just make less, and it's not that deep. I don't think he's trying to come for us or say that women aren't in those positions, but statistically speaking, I've seen the study, and they just don't work the jobs that pay more. That's about it. It's just the reality of things.
And you can't sit there and say, I know 18 people that do construction, because cool. But the reality is, like,
Cool.
that's a ridiculous argument.
I
Like-
know 18
like-
people.
Yeah, like
in New York?
if you, because it's all perspective. If you take these 18 women that you know, look at the job site that they're on and how many men are there compared to them. They might be 2 or 3 females on that job site, but there's hundreds of men. So what does that prove? That proves my point.
The
That a
employer.
majority of women don't want to go into these job fields
And it's
because
okay.
women don't
It's
like
okay.
doing laborious work. They don't like doing hard jobs, manual labor, etc. And that's fine, but here's the thing. If you're going to choose to go into professions that are not as hard, you're going to get paid less. It's a choice.
But so do you think like
Women don't get paid less because of their gender. That's what I'm trying
I
to
just
stop
have
here.
a question. I've been trying
Because
to ask this
women-
question.
Stop.
There are two different things.
Because women
there.
always sit there, right? And I'm not going to let y'all have this argument where you guys are going to say, we get paid less because we're women. No, you get paid less because you make decisions and you also happen to be a woman. But if you decided to make decisions based on, okay, I want to make the most money possible, absolutely nothing holds you back from making
It's
as
so
much
hard
money.
as a woman.
Especially now.
It's so hard as a woman. Listen, I have a question
What
for
are you talking about so hard as a woman?
Listen,
No,
can
no.
I ask my question?
No, it's her
All
turn.
you do is make excuses for why you're at where you're at.
You're a victim,
You have
by
a
the way.
loser mindset. You
I
literally
don't have a loser
You have a
mindset.
fucking loser mindset. It's everyone else's fault, not your own.
I never said it was
and here's the
everybody's
difference between
fault.
men and women, right? You can sit there and blame the schools for kicking you out. You can blame
I don't blame the school. I know I'm
restaurant
not a
for
good
being,
student. I
for
just
being
gave up on school.
assholes to you, whatever. But if I was if I took a guy and he said the same excuses that you gave, we would laugh at him. We'd be like, "Are you fucking stupid? You got kicked out of 4 schools? Yo, you're complaining about your restaurant manager wanting to sleep with you, bro? Just work the job. Wait, you had this opportunity to make $100,000 per year, but you fucked it up because you didn't want to do it no more. Like, if it was a man, we would make fun of him for saying these excuses. But you're sitting here giving all these excuses, pointing at everybody else, complaining
I'm
about the
not
world
pointing. I'm
and
not
everything
pointing
else.
at anybody else. I'm
Yeah,
telling
you
you
are.
my experience.
You've not taken accountability for nothing, which is why you're at where you're at.
I said, I'm still at school. You said, why is this shit? Is she a whore on the street and she's an engineer? I said, because I'm not good at school.
Yeah,
Like, I know I'm not good
yeah.
at school.
We know.
I never said I was good at school,
So
but
you made a
you want to
choice.
compare me to an engineer.
Yeah.
Since I was in 3rd grade, I wasn't good at school. I did my 6th grade twice. Like, my
Right.
nigga, I
You're
was
missing
never
the
good at
point.
school.
You're missing the point.
Can I ask my question? My question
I
is,
wasn't go to school either.
No.
my question is, do you love your mother, yes or no? Do you love your mom? Do you love your mom? Do you love your sisters? Do you love your girl cousin?
I think
Do you
everyone
have a
loves their
woman
parents.
that you love in your life? That's my question, bro. I've been trying to ask this question. What your mom did to you in your childhood so traumatized like that, bro?
Traumatized.
You've been traumatized by women.
How
I
am
feel
I-
like
how am I
women tortured
traumatized?
you or something.
How am I traumatized for telling the truth of how the
Like,
world works?
Woman hurt you. What did your mom did to you when you was
I
a
mean,
kid?
you're a hoe. You dance and you do sex work, all right? So niggas can't trust bitches because girls like you. So you fuck and you suck and you deal with men.
I don't
so,
fuck and I don't
you
suck.
do.
I said
you
I
dance.
dance.
All right. You're
I don't
you
fuck
dance.
and I don't
Come
suck.
on,
Whoa,
tell
whoa.
me.
A dancer does not fuck and
real
suck,
shit,
my
bro.
nigga.
So,
Like,
hey, listen.
Chris.
I do not fuck and I do not suck. I just dance.
Let me
That's
address.
it.
Let me
Man,
address
you
her
a hoe,
point,
man.
man. Let me address her point.
Okay, I'm a hoe.
Okay.
Number
Yeah,
number
it's
one.
fine.
My parents were still together. My mom is actually the one that warned me about women like you, and yeah, so she's actually the one that told me, "Hey, certain
Sorry, Chad, man.
girls, stay away from blah blah blah." And she's the one that awared me on how the world works. And the thing is that my mom understands that she's a woman and men and women are different. And she understands that we have different goals in life a lot of the times. And honestly, a lot of women don't want to work. That's how it comes down
What
to.
country you from?
What does that have to do with anything?
Because I feel like
You feel like, right?
Merch.
Got it.
no, but
What
it's
about
just
you?
like because African culture. I feel like you're African. You have an African face, and it's like an African culture. like what do men do? They work, and the woman, they do what? The men, they pay the dad to marry the woman.
Bro, what are you saying
in
right now?
2024, and the woman does not work. So I'm just saying, bro, like, my nigga, like.
My nigga.
We're not your nigga, bro. Let's move on. Yo, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, we're in America, but all over the world, women don't always work,
You make
bro.
zero sense, man.
Go ahead.
You make zero sense. Please think about what you say before you speak.
It's all related.
Okay, last one on this point.
First, you asked me about my mom.
Yes.
That has nothing to do with the topic at hand, with the wage gap.
And then you said, who hurt you?
Because you're complaining about women, like, bro, who's your mom?
What does your mom do for a living?
What does that matter?
Yeah.
Wait, whose voice was that?
I mean, like, do you think it's her choice? Like,
her choice for what?
What does she do for a living?
Yeah, what's your mom do for a living?
What does that have to do? Look,
what's your mom do for a living?
Look, do you got like?
I'm just
hold
asking.
on. Do I have to be a mathematician to tell you 1 + 1 is 2?
No, I'm just asking.
But you guys are taking away from the argument. The debate is strictly that the wage gap. There is no wage gap because of sex. That's what the argument is.
Oh, there is.
Wage gap.
I've realized, right?
Who said there is?
When women have no points,
I just refuted everything you said with that.
You can refute, but that doesn't mean I agree.
You don't agree with the truth?
I don't agree with what your statement is saying. It's an opinion from your mouth. It's
No, it's a
not
fact.
statement. Okay, let's pull up an encyclopedia or a trusted source.
Pull up the Google thing for her.
Let's do that.
Women get paid. The thing is that if you equate everything, men and women get paid the same. If not, women get paid more.
Oh. No.
I think there's like some points I wanted to bring up.
Hold on, you're saying no because you know or because you feel like?
Because I know.
How do you know?
These are years of research.
Okay,
years of
perfect.
Science.
So we have that too.
Let's pull up the resources.
He's about
Please show me, and I'll shut up.
Do you know where the wage cap comes from?
Once I see the facts,
hold on.
I shut
Do you know where the wage cap comes from?
This is shut the fuck up, like disrespectful.
Do you know where the wage cap comes from?
Can you enlighten me? Since you know.
I feel like you guys don't even know
The
history.
wage gap
right?
comes from gender.
No.
Construction, men will get more money.
Of course.
Period.
Yo.
But we can go in. Show me the resources. You say you know. You say you know the resources. Put it on the table.
This is embarrassing. I said it earlier. I said it earlier.
What's embarrassing
where the wage
is
cap
I
comes
asked
from.
for a resource and I don't see
See?
that.